Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep the singing thing going because it's just very random, and I keep doing it. So, let's just keep on trend, shall we? Anyways, for today's video, we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna be doing a recap of episodes 1 to 3 of the new TV show Buccaneers or The Buccaneers. I'm not sure if it's The Buccaneers or just Buccaneers. But anyways, it's a new TV show that just premiered on Apple TV last week Wednesday, I believe, and I watched the 3 episodes over the weekend. So I thought it was only right to come and talk about it here on the channel. Now, first of all, we're not gonna forget about all the other things we've already gotten ourselves into, like Swagger, Teen Move. We will be going back to those things. Also, don't cancel me, guys, but I forgot about my man's Nick Mendez in my Swagger episode. Like, as a Caribbean girly, I forgot about my own Caribbean people down there in Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, Nick Mendez. I'm sincerely sorry. Please accept my apology. So, anyways, going straight into the TV show, let's get down. Let's talk about our thoughts because I personally have a lot of them. All right, so I'm keeping the theme and dressing like the show, and I'm giving corset. I'm giving corset vibes. You know what I mean? Because I feel like back in the 1900s or whenever this was, they were giving corset vibes too. And I wrote all my little notes on a paper too because remember, we don't have technology, babe. We don't have technology. So let's keep that in mind. Okay. So first off, this show is seems to be like it's giving Bridgerton dupe, if you ask me. But don't quote me. But it's giving Bridgerton dupe. Basically it's about these, let's count, one, two, three, four girls who are just trying to live in that era, just trying to be free, but also they're trying to find a man. Okay, they're trying to get wifed up, if so to say. So our main characters are Nan, Lizzie, Ginny, Mabel, and Conchita. Okay, Conchita. Now Conchita, she seems to be the it girl of the group. Like, she's the one that's like, we gonna jump, and the rest of them's like, how high, how low, where do you want me to go? So Conchita is the main girly of the group. Then we have Nan. Okay, Nan, Miss Nan. I think her name is Annabelle, but they call her Nan. She's like giving main character. You know what I mean? But like subtle main character. Like she's best friends to Conchita, and like she doesn't like absorb the spotlight as much as Conchita does. But she's the main character, so let's keep that in mind for later. Then we have Ginny. Ginny's Miss Sister Girl to Miss Nan. We'll talk about Ginny later, but Ginny's Nan's sister. And then Mabel is sister to Lizzie, Lizzie is beautiful. She's gorgeous, might I add. Gorgeous. Gorgina. But Lizzie's gorgeous. So Lizzie, Mabel, sisters. As they should, because that's two body sisters right there. And then from then on, so we're not even getting into the guys yet. Those are the girls, and they're the ones we've introduced to right off the bat. Now, the first circumstances we come into is a wedding. Now that surprised me a little bit because when I watched the trailer, I just thought this was about young girls living wild and free, back in the olden days. But no, we signed off of a wedding, guys. The wedding is Conchita. Conchita's getting married to Lord Richard. Okay, my paper says Lord Richard. Now, him being called a lord is just a little bit too much for me because, as we see in the show, he just doesn't act lord like to me. Like, babes, how you? Anyways, let's not get into it yet. Okay, so 3 episodes came out last Wednesday. And so the first episode was really about the wedding and stuff like that. And then basically the wedding happens, and bestie Sir Richard is from England and Conchita's from New York. So, and apparently Conchita's rich. Conchita's rich slay, And so they get married, and then randomly, Richard's like, "Oh, my family's invited you all to come to England for, the season. Like, if we all know what is our information from Bridgerton, we know like the coming out season, like, you come out to society into society and stuff. So we have a little debut. So random slide in an episode, all of them are going to England. So that's where we leave off episode one. That's really the main takeaways. Also, main takeaway, this guy named Guy Fort, he sees Nan doing Nan things on the side of a building, and he's like, "No, that girl right there, I want her. I'm intrigued." So he follows up on his intrigue, and he hangs out with her, and you know, he drops some like key information, like, his mom is sick, like, he has to go back to England, stuff like that. So he's from England originally, if you can tell by the accent. Love an English accent from infinity to infinity. Always an English accent for me. So, anyways, that's basically the first episode. Like, it just really gets into the details, the characters. It's just mostly introductions. Now, the second episode is really just a lot of things happening. I think when they okay, yeah. So first of all, when they go to England, they find out Conchita is she's pregnant, she's knocked up. Like Conchita's with child, and Richard is not giving slay. Richard's giving husband, but with no words, no voice, no nothing. And this is where my beef comes with Richard. Babe, how you gonna marry me and just leave me to the dust? Like, I get it, your parents are trash, but how you just going to marry me and just expect me to just just acclimate into your life and you're just not going to say anything, even when your parents bullying me and treating me wrong? No, that's an immediate divorce to me, babe. That's me. And from what I'm hearing, Conchita's the rich one. So I taking my baby, my money, and I'm leaving. Like, that's the only equation I can come up with. So the fact that Conchita still was with Richard, that's slay props to her. Because me personally, I could never. I'm taking my money and I'm leaving. So, anyways, Conchita is pregnant. They all go to England. She's having the baby, whatever. Nan, on the other hand, Nan's there. She's trying to, acclimate, whatever. And Nan randomly finds out from Ginny, Banks' girl, that she's not even like her mother's not her mother. Now, what kind of information is that to just drop on somebody, Ginny? Like, I get it, you're overwhelmed, you want a husband and stuff. But what kind of information is really that for you to just drop on somebody? And then you're just saying, sorry, don't tell anybody. I'm gonna tell whoever the heck I want. Because now you messed up my life. So anyway, Nance finds this out and then randomly they just ship her off. They're like, oh babe, you actually have some appointments in New York and you can't be here anymore. So just go back home. Just randomly. Even though she promised Conchita she'd be there for the baby. And then while all this is happening with Nan, Lizzie, Mabel, they're there, and Lizzie and Ginny are trying to get the eye of the same guy. No, from the time that man appeared on my screen, I was like, yeah, no, 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 he's sussy. He's he's I just saw him and I was like, yeah, he's crazy. And lo and behold, Lord James, Lord Richard's brother, he's just raggedy. He's raggedy. And that's all I can say. He's just a monster, as his sister called him. His sister Honoria, yeah, his sister called him a monster, and that's very true. In every sense of the word, that man's a monster. And he not only played around with both of them feelings, he did some very, 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 very questionable things, and assaulted Lizzie and everything like that. Um, and I was very gagged, and um yeah, trigger warning for like that episode specifically. Feel like there is some uncomfortable scenes in that regard with Lord James. Like, I don't even remember his name because I don't want to. Like, he's just a mess, and every time he's on my screen, I just you know what I mean. Like, uh. Anyways, so he basically like he was playing with the emotions, and Ginny likes him, and Lizzie liked him, and after he basically like treats Lizzie so poorly, he the next day turns around. He's like, "Oh, actually, I want to propose to Ginny." So he proposes to Nan's sister Ginny, and she said yes. And Lizzie's trying to kind of warn her that like, is this what you want? I mean, Lizzie is a victim. Like she I understand why she couldn't really say anything. Like, like that's traumatizing what happened to her. So it's like in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, Lizzie, please tell her. But like I also understand why she didn't tell her. But I really just feel like Ginny, you're getting yourself into a little mess of a situation right here, and I don't know to defend you, man. Like because I feel like yes, she wanted a husband, and yes, she wanted security in society, and so by financial, she wanted it also too bad. And I'm definitely living in 21st century. Like I personally, like, why would a man have to be there? You know what I mean? But like, so I don't really align with those sentiments from back in the day, like that I like need the man now. You know what I mean? So I didn't really understand where Gene was coming from in that sense. Like for him especially, I was like, girl, no, you can't wait for somebody better to come along, to be honest. But anyways, so that was really what Ginny's storyline was, trying to get that man lock on lock. After stuff went down, that stuff went down with like Lizzie. Lizzie decided to go back to New York, so she's back in New York. And then from there, at this whole time, Nan, years after finding out this information about herself, Nan still she's getting the gullies, like she's getting the guys. Like Guy is still obsessed. He shows up. They have a little weekend retreat. That's where all this like previous stuff that I just mentioned happens. He shows up to this and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry that babe. Like he got the ring and everything, brought it to the house. But then when he found out that she might not be who she says she is, and he was like, poor, he had to reevaluate himself. He had to reevaluate, and he had to get himself out of the situation, so he left. But he said, "You're not rich. I'm gonna go." But see, like that's a little bit of a like little thing that has to build up on again, because they're basically saying framing it that he's like poor, or like he's in some type of financial situation that possibly Nan could help him get out of. So it making it seem like that's the only reason why he wants to marry her. But the true girlies out here on the internet know that chemistry was chemistry, and even though money might be a factor, he's down bad for that girl, and he was down bad for her every time ever since he saw her crawl down that building. I said. Now, Nan, remember how I said they shipped her off to New York? They were like, baby, you can't be here. You have activities to do. So when she was getting shipped off to New York, sis was taking a little frolic, a little swim on the beach, and then she randomly stumbled upon this guy named Theo, which is like was giving artist core on the beach, painting a little scape. Now, when I first saw the piece of artwork, I was like, oh, he not really giving talented, you know. But then later on in the episode, we see, he actually have a look of something going on. But anyways, him and Nan have a little connection. They have a little laugh, a little giggle, and he's like, yeah, yeah, Nan's got that effect. So he's like, yeah, I might want you. And so what does he do? He leaves. No, she leaves, and he doesn't really do anything about it. To be honest, me personally, I'd be like, bare my soul to her on the beach, like, oh my gosh, I'm a duke, like I'm in love with you, blah blah. But he just lets her leave. So, anyways, when she leaves, she goes back to this same place, this little retreat thing that they had going on that I said earlier, where all those things went on. And she was there, and then like that's when all whatever. And then he shows up at the end of the episode, and he's like, "Oh, actually, I want to marry you. I not want to marry you. I need to marry you because we have something undeniable." And then boom, he says he's what? A duke. He's a duke. Yes, he's a duke. So Nan not only just found out that like her life is like going to shit, but also she just accidentally fell in love with two guys that have to be of high standard. One's a lord, one's a duke. Like me personally, Nan is eating on all. She's serving on all platforms. She's that girl. Like she walks into the room, not even trying. She's not even trying. She's not even. She doesn't want to be there. But the blessings are falling down on her. And amen to that, Nan. Amen. Like you go give us nothing and take everything. You know what I mean? And I love that for her. Like she's giving bare minimum to like the items of being a girl for that century. Like she doesn't want to be involved. But in some way, she's accidentally just scored like all, all the valuable suitors. So me personally, I like her with Theo. I see some chemistry, but I think it's gonna be Guy for me, guys. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Who do you think? I'm thinking Guy. Like Theo, I just feel like he's too good to be true. Maybe it's because so many shows have scarred me. But at least Guy have a little skeleton in his closet that he might be broke, and that's why he want trying to marry Nan. Theo, he's a duke. He doesn't like being a duke, but like that's his only red. Like that's his only thing. Like where's the red flags? Like I haven't seen any yet. So me personally, I'm waiting for the other two to drop, and so that's why I can't kind of personally stand him. Like he's just too perfect. So that's really the recap in my own unhinged way. This is just me. I didn't go and do any research, any look backs, nothing. This is just me remembering things of the dome. Personally, the show is good so far. My only thing is that like it's trying to give modern, but like it's trying to give like century, like peace, like of an era, but I'm getting like some modern vibes sometimes, and I'm just like, huh, I'm getting a little confused. So that's my only comment. Like, but I'm still watching. I'm still sad. I'm still very much sad. But yeah, that was my only comment during the show. Like, it kind of made me like turn me off a little because I was just like, where are they going with this? Like, sometimes it feels like we're back in the olden days with the dress and stuff. Like, but they speak so modernly. I'm just like, ugh. But also keeping my eye out for those raggedy. I don't know their last names, but all of them, like that family, Richard's family, they suck. Even Richard, baby, it took you 3 episodes to find out that maybe you should give your wife more attention. Maybe you guys should go and be off on your own. It took you 3 episodes, 3 50-minute episodes to find out, and you found out in the end. Three, three, one, two, three. Man, these men in particular, they, except for Theo and Guy, no, Richard has to prove himself to me because right now he's on my X list. Because why did it have to take you 3 episodes to realize that you need to take your wife and go? Anyways, as always, thank you guys for tuning into this video. I really wanted to do this show really quickly. I know it didn't really go that much in depth, but I just watched it and I really wanted to give my little 2 cents before on it all of the other episodes come out and everything. So maybe next week when I watch the other episodes I drop, I don't know if it's going to be one at a time now because I know like when initial releases go, they do like a bunch of episodes and then after that it's like one episode a week. So as like few episodes come out, I guess like we can take more time like going through the plots and everything. But I just wanted to do like a little show, and I really hope we see Lizzie again. Like justice for Lizzie. And oh, Honoria and Mabel have something going on, guys. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay. But they have something going on. Okay, they they're into each other, and I'm into it. I'm into it. I'm into it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do, but if you want to come back and leave a comment, just tell me anything. Tell me what you guys want to see next. Tell me why you guys like this video. Tell me if you guys watch the show. What did you think personally? Are you going to be tuned in to the next episode? Are you gonna press play? I will be, but tell me if you guys are gonna be, because I know some people are not gonna press play. I saw that on Twitter somewhere. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your week and see you guys in the next video. Bye.